On my 18th birthday, my mom called the cops to throw me out of the house, but what they told her made her tremble. After my father died, my mother married Stephen, a man who already had 2 children. They moved into our house, and I never complained. I tried to accept the new family, even though they made it obvious that I wasn't really part of it. Whenever they went out for family occasions, they never invited me. Instead, Stephen would give me chores and tell me to clean the house while they went without me. Even my own mother stopped listening to me. Whenever I tried to tell her that something was wrong with Stephen, she'd shut me down. Eventually, I stopped arguing with them. Avoiding them was the only way I could have some peace. Then came my 18th birthday. I woke up expecting at least a birthday wish from my mother. Instead, when I came downstairs, I found Mom and Stephen sitting at the table, staring at me with smug expressions. My mother pointed to the chair. "Sit down." Then she said something I never expected to hear. "You're 18 now. It's time for you to move out and start your own life." I just stared at her. Not a birthday wish. Not even a simple happy birthday. They had apparently been waiting for the day I turned 18 so they could get rid of me. I quietly stood up and went back to my room. At that moment, whatever love I still had for my mother disappeared. But there was something they didn't know. When my father died, he had transferred his assets into a trust for me. My mother had only been the legal guardian of that trust until I turned 18, and now I was 18. The house wasn't simply my mother's to throw me out of. I had documents proving exactly who legally owned what, but I didn't show them. I wanted to see how far they were willing to go. A few hours later, my mother knocked on my door. When I opened it, Stephen was standing behind her with several bags, ready to pack my belongings. "You're leaving today," my mother said. I shook my head. "I'm not going anywhere." My mother completely lost it. She started yelling that I was refusing to obey her and threatened to call the police. Then she actually picked up her phone. "Fine. I'll have the cops remove you myself." I didn't stop her. I just sat on my bed and waited. When the police arrived, my mother rushed toward them. "Officer, there's a trespasser in our house," she said, pointing directly at me. The officer looked at me. "Is that true? Do you live here?" I didn't argue. I simply pulled out my phone and showed him the documents proving the trust and ownership of the property. The officer carefully went through them. His expression changed, then he looked at my mother. "Ma'am, did you know this house is legally his?" My mother's face went pale. She stared at the officer, unable to say a word. Stephen suddenly stepped forward. "That can't be right, he's only 18. The officer looked at him and replied, "That's exactly why we're here. He's 18 now, which means the trust is no longer under his mother's guardianship." My mother started trembling. She looked at me and immediately tried to change her tone. "Honey, this is all a misunderstanding. We can work this out." I didn't answer. I simply turned to the officer and pointed at my mother. "Officer, there's a trespasser in my house. Please make them leave." My mother's face dropped. "No, please, we can talk about this." But I didn't say another word. She started crying as the officers gathered their belongings and escorted my mother, Stephen, and his children out of the house.